The chair now recognizes the chairman of the full committee, the gentleman from Ohio, for 5 minutes. Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Director, who's Kevin Rojek?
I'm sorry, sir, could you say?
Kevin Rojek, R-O-J-E-K?
I'm sorry, sir, I don't recognize the name.
Well, he's the special agent in charge at the FBI Pittsburgh office looking into the assassination attempt on President Trump. Took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. My understanding is HSI had a number of agents at Butler at that particular day. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir, that's correct. We had 16 agents, special agents assigned to the Butler farm
You had
rally.
16 of your people there.
16, 1-6.
Do you know how many Secret Service agents were there that day?
No, sir, I don't.
But you had 16 of your agents supplementing and helping with the security of President Trump on July 13th in Butler, Pennsylvania.
We provided support to Secret Service as collateral law enforcement support. We were not in a position where we were directly protecting the principal. We would never, as HSI agents, be assigned to that position.
But you were helping out that day.
Yes, sir.
And the guy who's doing the investigation, looking into what took place, where President Trump was hit by a bullet from the assassin, another American was killed, 2 other Americans were injured. The guy who was in charge of that investigation has not talked to you, even though 16 of your agents were there that day?
No, sir.
You don't even know Kevin Rojek, never heard of him?
I haven't. I can tell you that Monday, after the assassination attempt in West Palm Beach, I reached out to Acting Deputy Director Vince Tutoni, who was in West Palm or the vicinity at the time, had gone down. I did speak to him on Monday to further.
You reached out.
I reached out to him, sir.
Do you know who Jeffrey Veltri is?
No, sir.
Okay, he's the guy in Miami who works for the FBI who's overseeing what took place Sunday, the second assassination attempt on President Trump. You have not talked to him?
No, sir.
But you have actively reached out. And who's the individual you spoke to in Miami? He works for HSI?
No, Vince Tutoni. He's the Acting Deputy Director for Secret Service.
For Secret Service, okay.
I will say, if I may, certainly with an incident like this, they are certainly very busy. I did not take any offense that they did not reach out to me.
Even though it's been 2 months? I mean, since the guy in Butler, that's 2 months ago, and the guy running the investigation has not reached out to the individual in charge of the 16 agents who were there who were supposed to be helping supplement the protection of the president, or former president?
It's something, our support to Secret Service is something ongoing that we do all the time. It's baked into our mission. We've done this historically.
Do you have agents in Miami on Sunday working on President Trump's detail or helping supplement his Secret Service detail?
Yes, sir. We had 4.
You had 4?
We had 4. 2 were on shift and 2 were on shift, not in the immediate vicinity. 2 were not on shift at the time of the
So
incident.
you had agents at both of the assassination attempts on the former president, and the individuals at the FBI conducting the investigations have not talked to you. In one case, that's been over 2 months ago.
Correct.
That's your testimony today. Is that accurate?
Correct.
I find that troubling. I find that troubling. Let's switch here for a second. What type of training do your agents receive before they, well, let me ask this. How long has HSI been supplementing the Secret Service and giving agents to help the Secret Service in their duties?
Sir, thank you for that question. Certainly back to our time when we were U.S. Customs Service agents with Secret Service under the Department of Treasury. I don't have the exact date, but this is historically something that we have supported Secret Service. I personally...
Fairly common, you're
Yes.
saying. Okay, and is it common to have like that many agents at an event with the former president? Like, was that unusual, or is 16 kind of normal, or do you sometimes have more, sometimes, what's kind of normal?
It varies based on the need and the situation.
Is it ongoing? Does President Trump always have some HSI people with him now when he's traveling, or even it looks like when he's at his residence in Florida?
We provide support to Secret Service, and then they assign our personnel as needed.
Okay, okay. Madam Chair, I find it kind of astonishing that the people doing the investigation haven't talked to the individual who's in charge of so many of these agents who've been supplementing President Trump's security detail. Maybe that's why it's good that in the case of what happened on Sunday, Governor DeSantis is actually doing his own investigation. Maybe that'll be done a little bit better. With that, I yield back to the chairman of the committee.
Will you yield me just a moment?
Yeah, you got the last.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director, my question is, the UN General Assembly is going this week and next week. You have HSI agents supporting protective duty there as well?
I'm sorry, for UNGA, for
For
UN
UNGA,
General
yes.
Assembly? General Assembly? Yes, sir, we do. We have around 1,200 agents supporting the UN General Assembly.
1,200. And what is that, what percentage of the entire complement of agents that you have is supporting UNGA right now?
We have around, my math isn't great, around 7,000, 7,600 agents. So we have about 1,200 supporting UNGA.
So it's about 18%, something like that, maybe?
It's a significant number of agents.
Thank you.